Hello, good morning my friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Tanya SideGigCrafts. It is a beautiful, wonderful, excuse me, Monday morning here. And I am so glad you have decided to click on this video and join me. Today is going to be a mask making sort of Monday. And I wanted to use up some scraps of papers that I've been using this week. I've been mask making and I actually have so many scraps to use up that I thought let's just do that. Ooh, here's one that's already stained. Let's use this one. I've been making a very large project this week. I've been making a bunch of cards. I'm going to show you guys these later on, but these are from Kendra's card challenge. And I'll show you them later. I have had so much fun. I need to still decorate them. I've just got the bases done, and I will explain all that process later. Some of you may already know about that, but it's going to be great doing a reveal for those and explaining that process. But I still need to decorate them, so I'm not going to show you those yet. But these are the papers that I used, and I thought, you know what, let's make some... I need some other cards too. Let's make some just different, not master boards really, but different collages so that I can use them for card bases in another way. So we're just going to use the scraps today and maybe make something fun that way and get them off my desk. It's kind of a what's on your desk kind of thing, you know? Yeah. I'm just going to kind of glue these. They're so pretty. This paper is... What is this paper? This paper is a gorgeous pack that I threw away the cover for. Hang on a second. It should be right here. Not that one. Oh my goodness, I've been working so hard. I don't even have it with me. Anyway, they're so pretty. So pretty. I showed it to you guys the other day. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was, though. I thought it was Echo Park, but it's not. It's totally not. But I thought, let's use up these scraps. I hope you guys are doing great. It's holiday weekend, so I'm sure a lot of you are probably, well, my kids aren't working. They're off. They were given today off because tomorrow's the holiday. Last night there was a fireworks show somewhere near here. I could hear it. I couldn't see it, but I could hear it. So I know that folks have been busy with that, which is awesome. Fireworks don't ever bother me until it goes on forever. And, you know, the city doesn't usually do that. They're pretty nice about it. And I'm in a really nice, quiet neighborhood, so I don't have to worry too much about stuff like that usually. Our homes were built in, well, my house was built in 72, so I'm assuming the rest of the neighborhood was built in a similar time zone. And we don't have a lot of kids in the neighborhood. At least not in the part that I live in. So it's real quiet down there, our street. We're on a main street for the hood here, and so it's where everybody's driving, so it's a little bit busier street here. So, which may not be ideal for families with kids, or small kids at least. There are some kids across the street now that I think about it, but they're little, I think. I don't really see them outside very much. But the school bus drops them off, so they must be at least elementary school. But it's pretty quiet here. My neighbors are great. I've been blessed that way. Let's see, what other little strippies can I use? I want to use these up. Aren't they beautiful? They're so pretty. And I thought these would make some really fun little backgrounds for cards. Add a little sentiment in there. Maybe a little focal point. We'll make some focal points too. We'll go a little further than just gluing. We're going to do a little more than that, but I gotta glue to get it started, right? Gotta have something to work with. So this is something you can do if you've got a lot of strips. I used nearly, you can see I've got some strips on my desk. Definitely. I've got some pieces here. But this is out of a 6x6 pad. I used all of it except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. Busted up this pad big time. I'm very excited about that. Very excited because I've got so many 6x6 paper pads. And I'm excited to have found a way that I can use those up. Not use them up necessarily, but use them efficiently. And not only did I use I shouldn't have put this down at the bottom, I should have put this up here so that I have room at the bottom to cut. I also had to use some full sheets because you got to make the base, and oh yeah, I've got these pieces too. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to use that for something else. I'm going to use that as part of the actual card next time. What was I saying? I don't remember. I don't remember. But I just used up a nice amount of paper. It's a smaller piece. Here we go. And got some of that off my shelf. That's nice. I love making room for more because I know I've talked about it a couple times. I want to start using digitals more than store-bought stuff. Everybody has store-bought stuff, but it's fun to use. See, some people's paper stashes are like amazing, and I'm like, where did they get that? It's a digital. They got it from so-and-so and so-and-so. And I'm like, hello, why have I not done this? You know, I've got some digitals. Some digitals, and I love them. But I don't think to use them as much because they're not right there. So I need to make a change. I need to make a change in my own behavior. Support my friends because they've got some beautiful stuff. And support the community, right? Right. Because they do. They have some beautiful, beautiful papers out there. And I need to get a little more involved that way. I don't want to use that one because that's there. Let's totally use this piece. There we go. That's the one. We'll just glue that right over the top. Oh, that's the one I needed. How pretty is that? Place it straight. There we go. Look at that. See? Now we can just cut this up into, I'm just going to trim off the edges so we know it's all straight. Actually, probably should use my paper trimmer. Probably my number 2 favorite craft supply. You guys know what my number 1 is? You can probably see it on my desk right now. If you know me, as many of you do, you probably know exactly what it is. Any guesses? Any guesses? It's not my glue gun. This is like my original bottle. Do you guys remember when I should put some more glue on there. When I melted this by accident on my glue gun and I put this sequin on here? It's still the same bottle. I need to probably get a new one soon. It's pretty worn and torn, but I just filled it up. Just filled it up before I started filming today. Just filled it. Should we do a small one? Do a small one. But if I put that one on there, what's the point? They're exactly the same size. It'd make a nice tag. Let's do it. See, sometimes. I love this truck, but I just don't know how to use it. Just don't know. But this will make a cute tag. Put something pretty on the side. isn't quite long enough, but we could do something like that, exactly like that. And that's what we're doing. So if you have these little scraps, you can just kind of put them together and make some fun things out of them. It doesn't have to go necessarily with the project you just made, because it can be anything you want it to be. If I had made a journal, I'd be probably making tags with it. Obviously I made greeting cards, so, you know, I don't know exactly. Well, I guess you could make tags for greeting cards. I don't know what I'd be making that would go with the greeting cards, but envelopes maybe. I don't have enough for envelopes. I mean, I could decorate envelopes. But you get the point. Just make something different. Make something fun. Completely outside the box. I cannot wait to show you guys those cards. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. They're fun. It was so much fun to make them. But I'm just not ready to show them to you yet, because I need to decorate them. You know me, I like to put my sentiments on last, so they don't have any sentiments on them. They're in the design, but there's no focal point or sentiment. So I need to buckle down and do that before I can show them to you, because it's supposed to be a whole card, like ready to send, you know? That's what I'm aiming for. Like ready to go. Where, I know that I have more pieces in this. Did I already use all my little pieces? See, there wasn't a lot left. These are, oh, I could use that too. That one's, nope, that's green. That's fine. That's perfect. Got another beautiful green here. But I need something, let's see here. Try not to make them, I guess I used most of my tiny strips already, huh? I don't want the white ones. Should put this one here. No. Although I could put something across this way. I'm working too hard. I am working too hard. Okay, not supposed to be thinking about, ooh, I love this side better. Not supposed to be thinking about it, just supposed to be collaging. Just supposed to be collaging. Making it, oops, I was supposed to glue that first. Silly. I guess I can put it up there. It doesn't, there's no rule. Right? I was just saying that. There's no rule. What am I doing? I'll just stick that one right there. That's got a hole in it. We'll put something over that. There's that truck again. I did not use the truck in my designs. I did not. Which I could have, because I want to put mason jars with flowers on them. So I could have done that, but it just wasn't speaking to me that way. So I didn't. I did not. Let's put that there. Actually, let's not put that there. Let's put that here. Let's put that here, right here. Put this here. This way. Put it this way. So I hope you guys are all safe and sound this weekend. Not too many crazy stories, hopefully. Got this side too, it's beautiful. I think I want to stick this here. I know it's going to stick off the edge, and that's okay. Because I'm going to trim it anyway, but if I use like half of it, I'll still have a piece for something else. It's hot this weekend. Hoping that work will be kind of slow, to be honest. I mean, we always need the business, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's nice to have a little break. We get, anyway, sometimes I say too much about work, and I shouldn't. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing there. I do have to go to work today, and that's okay. That is okay. So I've got a Temu haul posted this weekend, and I'm so excited you guys are enjoying it. If you all have suggestions on things that you'd like to see me get or, try, let me know. I've kind of been keeping it to the craft supplies and things that I use because, what's the point of spending a bunch of money on things that I won't use? Some of my videos are sponsored and some of them are not. So I am always open to suggestions about different things that you'd like me to give a try. I may or may not use the suggestions. Again, it would have to be something that I would use or have an outlet for. Like craft supplies, I don't want to hoard things in my house, guys. I don't want things that are useless to me or to my family. Some of the things I can't use, I'll show you, but I'll give to my family. So I don't keep all this stuff. Some of them I can't give for prizes. That's how I did my challenge, my subscriber challenge. I used those things for prizes, and that was fun. So I like to share. There we go. But I don't want to buy a bunch of things I'm just going to give away either. So, I mean, unless I have something specific that I need to. All right. But that was a big challenge, and I don't think I'm going to do that for a minute. I got to catch up. Got a lot of things going on. So we won't be doing that for a minute. I probably won't even I don't think I'm going to do a birthday one either next month. My birthday is next month. But I don't think I'm going to do a challenge this time, since I just came off that other one. Like I said, there's just a lot going on, so I don't want to mess it up. And I feel like I messed this last one up. My prizes went out too late, and I don't know. I just feel like I took on more than I should have at the moment, so I don't want to do it again right away. But I probably will do. I'm going to do a giveaway soon, but it's going to be one prize. It's not going to be a challenge, nothing like that. I do have something in mind, so stay tuned for that. Might be a couple prizes, I don't know. But I certainly don't want anything in return. I don't. Got enough right now. Okay, let's do that. I'm just babbling on and on today, aren't I? It's quiet in the house, that's probably why. Chloe and Matthew are house sitting, so they're not even here this week. And Josie's not working today, so they're still asleep. So that's kind of nice. And so I'm up crafting. We're going to use that later. Don't want that one yet. Don't want this one. Sure, why not? Or, yes, please. I love this gingham print. I think it was my favorite print of all of them. And I love the color. That's my favorite one right there. The color is just really pretty too. And then this one, I think I'm going to hold on to, I might need that right there. Should just do it, huh? Just do it. Use that piece up. This is enough paper, I would hate to throw it away. You can see I've been able to make several things out of it already. It's a lot of paper in tiny pieces. There we go. It's a good spot for that one. Alright, we've got most of it. I think most of the rest of the pieces are big chunks like these, which I don't necessarily want to use. Like, oh, there's a couple pieces. Oh, here's the gingham. There's not a lot of this left. Whites and solids. I could use this one here. Ooh, I could use this one here. Ooh, could use this one here. There's the truck. Should I use the truck? Everybody's probably telling me, use the truck. Use the truck. I don't want to use the truck. I know you guys are all telling me to use the truck. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want to. I feel like I'm just going to do this. Yep. Or I could use, well, I can't. I could use this one. Yeah. To lap it over a little bit because one of those is crooked. Alright, so there's that. I could potentially use a little bit more, but maybe I need to hold on to some of these for decorating. Here's some more. There's a big piece. But I think, oh, there's some more. Most of this, here's all my scissors. I've got 3 pairs of scissors and they're all hidden in this pile. Isn't that funny? Yet not surprising. Oh, there's a couple more that fell underneath. Okay, so this is pretty much what I have left. So let's go ahead and trim this. And I'll show you how to make a card out of this. Okay, now we need a card base. Card bases, 5.5 by 8.5 paper. No, is that right? Eight and a half, yeah, 5.5 by 8.5. You guys, I have been cutting these papers all wrong this whole time and been getting these big old chunks of paper when all I had to do was cut it in half. I feel like a dork. I can't believe I was doing that. And after making 14 cards, I finally realized it because I'm making something different. Wow. Okay, so we're going to make 2. So these are 5.5 by 8.5. So I need to do, we're going to go 5 1/4 for our card for this. 5 1/4. So that's going to be just a tiny bit of a mat around it. Now you can do these kind of any which way you want, but I think it would be fun to put this up here, and then, now ideally this would have a whole nother, it would be widthwise too, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, we're going to save this. We may not save this one for, see, because we could put another one just down here below it. I only need just a little bit, like a little bit. Let me measure that. Ruler. There it is. I need about an inch. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this wood grain part. First of all, this needs to be 5 1/4, just like that other piece. Trim that off, and then I want just, how big is this? This is 2.5, so I'm going to go to 1.5 because this is easier to handle this way. And I just want, I could use this piece, oh, maybe an inch is too big. Oh no, because that's 1.5 inches. We're going to use this one right here. And I don't mind if there's a gap between the two because glue will fix that. So here we go. Isn't that cute? I could put just a little piece of paper that'll actually join that, make them look more joined together. And we've got a card base. How easy is that? No magic, just paper and glue. Paper and glue. Now, it wouldn't matter which way I was putting these, but I don't want upside down bows. So it does to me, it matters. I'm trying to make them up, right side up. Paper is directional. Guess it doesn't have to be, but to me it does. It needs to be. Now, I did place this a little funky, so I've got a little bit more of a bottom down here, which is fine. It's fine. I could also move this down and leave a gap in between, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to put this just kind of like a little, not like a band-aid, but kind of. Give the impression it's kind of like a patch to bring those together. And we've got a card base, you guys, just like that. Sorry, a sip of coffee. All right, so it just needs, you know, something on the front. A little sentiment or little design. And what I'm thinking about doing for the other ones, I've got this little mason jar die cut. And my thought is putting something like that there. This one might be too big. But on the ones that go this way, maybe I will be able to do it on this way. And maybe I won't care about that. Put the little die cut here and put some flowers and things around it. And then a little sentiment across the bottom. I think that would be cute. Or a little tag to go with it. There's this little tiny tag. It could say for you or whatever. So that's my thought for these. We'll be cutting some of those out too. And making those. Probably not out of that paper though. But that was my thought. Because I thought the little mason jar would be really cute. Could do it out of, which I don't have ready, but acetate would be fun. Put some things behind it maybe. So lots of different ideas there. Now let's go ahead and use this one. We could do something similar. Oops, I got glue all over me. Something similar. This would be a great way to put there. I've got these two strips now. Now we could use, sorry for the bump. These could be used for belly bands or anything, really. ooh, could do something like this. But that's too close to the other one. Could put something like this in there. We could totally put something like that in there, give it some texture, and then put something on the bottom. I like that. I like that a lot. Or put a bigger piece here and put this at the bottom. That might be good. What should we put here if we do that? I keep looking in this pile like there's paper in here. There's not paper in here. I already pulled it out. Put this there. Could even leave a pocket here. This could be like a pocket, which is not what I want to do, but you could. Doesn't mean you couldn't. It just means I won't. So I'm going to take about a quarter to a quarter inch off of here, maybe a little bit more. This is go down to there. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit off that one too. There. I'm going to turn this one around. That little piece right there, that little white, keeps making me think there's a hole there, and there's not, but it makes me think that. So I want to make sure that that's turned else a different way. Make sure my card's the right direction. Sorry for the shadow. Perfect. Go this way. Oh, this one's short. So we'll go this way, which I think was the original intention. And I need to cut it right there. When I grow up, I want to be better with my scissors. There we go. I've got a little bit more white on the side. I'm going to just trim that side up a little bit just to even it out, because that will bug me. Just a tad. And actually I need to move this up a tad too. A little bit too much white on the side. It's going to change the size of my card just slightly, and that is okay. Another thing you can do to even that up is get a strip of paper, and I think I'm going to do that. Just a tiny strip that's all one color. Wow, I just had a craft lunch, guys. Just had a craft lunch. All the papers just fell and buried me in my chair. Okay. You can see how worried I am about it. I'm going to go ahead and mark this right here. I think I can handle that one with my scissors. Let's see. Get out Grandma's scissors. What happened, Gretchen? You had a big old craft lunch. Look, even that I did crooked. Oh my word. I don't think anybody's going to be looking that hard. Do you? I don't think so. All right. So there, we have our 2 card bases. Now, here's the next part. I mean, I could keep going, but I don't want to bore you to tears. I said 2, we did 2. Got 2 of these, very similar. There's a couple things I'd like to do too. And one of those is, like, use these. But I don't have a lot of the same colors. I used most of the gray. I like to use those, like, on the ends of the sentiment. I had some more that were a better match, but yeah, I haven't been able to find them. Even when I wasn't filming, I wasn't able to find them. So I don't exactly know where they are. So we're not going to worry about those. Sentiments. Wheel. A lot of my sentiments are at the bottom of this craft lunch that just happened, because I had been using them. Ooh, I wonder if we have anything in here we could use. Remember those rub-on? I don't remember if I recorded those. Rub-on. That would be really pretty to do something there, but there's nothing, you can't really see. It kind of has the same feel like farmhouse, right? But it doesn't really scream at me. There's a little coffee cup, that's cute. I could do something like that. Then there's some stickers in here. Let's see if there's any stickers that really speak to us. Not for this project. Okay. So maybe not. Maybe not on this one. If I was saying something about time or something like that would be cute. Maybe not that. Doesn't mean you couldn't. It's just not quite right here. Let's look in our birthday sentiments and see if there's something cute there, because I do need birthday cards for July. Need some July birthday sentiments. Let's see what we've got. We've got celebrate, thankful. Wrong colors. Let's see, these are not quite right colors. I love those. Okay, and then we've got, ooh, this green, too sparkly, I think. Yep, too sparkly for this project. Here's a happy birthday that's adorable. That would actually be super cute right there. Let's think about that one, because I really like that. Wish. Happy birthday. Purple's not quite right. I could do another black one, but it won't show on this one as well. But a white one would, and I do see a white one. See how easy this could be if all these are set up for us. How simple is that? Happy birthday. This would be fun too, something like this. The silver. I really love that one. That would make it pop, so that's an option. Not purple. Beautiful sentiment. Ooh, what about this green? Is this green too far off? It's very different, isn't it? not. Let's untangle it and see. That's actually really cute on there. I wonder if I put the white one behind it and offset it a little bit. That looks messy. Okay, so that's not going to happen that way, but either one of those is a contender. You guys sent me some amazing die cuts. I love them. Pink, these colors are, ooh, maybe this one? That's a pretty green for that. Happy birthday. It's simple. The green's a little different, but that actually makes it pop. It's not so far different. It's kind of in the family. The rest of the design. Let's see here. Anything else? I have so many more, but they're just not in here. There's another black one. I can't use black on this one. It's too similar. Okay. All right, so those are our contenders, because I'm not going to go too far looking. We've got plenty right here to choose from. Okay, let's put these in here so I don't mess them up. They're so fragile. What do you guys think? I need a vote. I need a vote. This one's, that's that. But what about this one? Let's poke out the little holes. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, actually. Kind of leaning towards this one. I feel like it stands out enough. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it kind of blends there. Maybe I need to just stick with white. What do you think? I could put, there's another black one in there. I could put black behind the white to help it stand out on the card. Just a little. Something like that, maybe. No. Or I could go back to the green. I feel like it's getting lost in here, though. I wish I had... wish in one hand and... Okay. I can't decide. I think I'm just going to go that way. It's simple. It's done. Now I could... Okay, here's an option, though. I could put another piece of paper behind there. I would cut this strip. Maybe that would break it up a little better. Not that paper though, but maybe you just like put a strip. Would that be better? I could put that a square in the middle. I like that idea. I like that idea. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I think. Oh, I always think I have I have a plan, and then I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to do it. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this down high up on this paper, and then I'm going to trim the paper back to fit. Instead of trying to measure, because I will probably mess up the measurements. Not that I don't have faith in myself, but I don't have much of this paper left, and I just want to make sure it's right. And the only way to know is if it's actually glued on there, and then I can actually just, I don't have to measure, I can just cut it where I need it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Take this little cutie, and we're just going to plop it up as high on this paper as I can. And then I'm going to take this chomper and I'm going to trim it as close as I can and as straight as I can. Ooh, I almost messed that up. So that's why I didn't measure. I'm going to take another sliver off this side. There. And then what I want to do, I'm actually going to pop this up. I'm going to use some foam tape and pop it up. Yep, yep. It just took me a minute. I just had to think about it for a second. I turned my brain on. Oops. This quite simple. Just a little support in the middle. Does it take away some of that collaging in the middle? Yes, it does, and that's okay. That's okay. All right. One more. Right in the middle. Actually, I'm going to bring this down just a little. Show off a few more of those papers. There. I think that's fairly straightish. I hope. Kind of in the middle-ish. Cute. And we can put, okay, so we can put these, one right here, one right here. That adds a little something and brings your eyes kind of towards the middle. Something very simple right there. And we could even decorate it with other stuff, but I don't think it really needs it. I think it's cute. Happy birthday. There's one. And then this one, I'm not going to bump this one up. This one's going to be flat down onto the paper, which feels really strange for me. You guys know I like to add a little layers and texture. So it feels a little strange to me, but I'm getting used to it. I can do other things. There we go. I wish I could find my other enamel dots though. They were really pretty with these. I think they were actually made for this paper. I don't know. But they were like perfect. And I'm going to use up the paper, and then I'm going to have these enamel dots and think, man, what can I use these with? I wish I had that paper. Happy birthday. There. Now, you could always add a little to you or something down here. I don't know, something. But I don't have that, so we're not gonna today. I could use yellow. I think yellow would be very pretty here. In this situation, we'll just put one in each corner. Oh, I can't put one in each corner because I only have 3. Guess what? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put 1, 2. See if I can get them straight-ish. Oh, man. my fingers. And then I'm going to put one right here, a little smaller one. Because why not? Put one right there. Go, 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 go. And because we like to decorate in threes, we're going to take one of these even smaller ones and put it right here. There's that one. I think those are cute. Still, again, very simple, very easy project there. So we're gonna call it done. We could stamp on the inside. I'm not prepared to do that today. We could add some die cuts to it. We could, you know, whatever you wanted to. But there's a really great, simply stated, fun way to use your scraps and actually make them into something that you can use. We can add some bows. I actually have this tape out, or this string. I cannot speak. We could do this. Here, look at this. I can't actually glue it on because my glue gun's not turned on. I'd have to make you sit here while it warmed up. And that wouldn't be fun. Something like that would be cute. I'll probably do that. Just trim these up. One of the things I do with this string though, when for this twine, is I will take a little bit of glue on my fingers and rub it into the ends of these so that they don't fray. Just kind of roll it in there. It'll help keep it from fraying. Just kind of roll it in there a little bit. And my scissors are all gluey from the foam tape. But great way to